Thanks for giving us a call today. We would love to show you the differences between what Archer Services does versus all the other companies out there. We are going to communicate with you. The number one thing is you are going to have a set scheduled day, and we will be there. If for any reason we are not there, our office team automatically will email you around 4:30 and let you know that we are not going to show up for any reason. And usually the only reason that is because of rain. Because if you are scheduled to be on a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you are going to be on that Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, whatever day it is. If you have a particular day you really want us to mow, let us know. But normally we hit very particular areas in very particular days. So some of the other differences are, besides our amazing communication, almost over communication, you can let us know how we should best communicate with you. Let us know whether it's email, text, phone call. We'll make sure we set it up in our system, and that's how you will be communicated. If you have particular rules or things that just bother you, please let us know. We want to make sure that we make note of that in our system, and we will remember. We have a client that only wants us to show up on Wednesdays because she works nights and she loves to sleep in during those days. If we show up any other day, we know that we have to call in advance before we go there. Maybe you're not that particular. Maybe you're gone all day and it doesn't matter who comes and goes. That's great. That just makes our job easier. But if you have those particularities, please let us know ahead of time. We want to make sure that we serve you exactly the way that you want to be served. We keep our blades very, very sharp on our lawnmowers. I'll show you in some of my upcoming YouTube videos of why that is so critical and so important on the health of your lawn to be able to resist diseases and insects and things like that. It also gives you a much better look. Whenever you have a lawn that's cut and it's cut with a dull blade, you're going to get these little brown tips on the edges of your lawn. It's hard to see when you're driving by, but whenever you're walking through the lawn, you notice it right away. Man, my lawn just does not look healthy. You will get a healthy lawn with us. We change directions on the lawn mowing. Every week our guys are trained. We mow sideways, we mow vertical, and we mow diagonal. We change it up so that way once a month your lawn is getting cut in that direction, so that way you don't develop these ruts throughout your yard. So if you notice you're walking through your yard and your kids are tripping everywhere, it's because your lawn guys are probably cutting your lawn in the same direction every day for years and years and years, and now you've developed these little ridges throughout your entire yard. We make sure that we train our guys, and we train them and we train them and we train them so that way they are cutting your yard in a different direction every day. There's always particular little circumstances that happen to where, you know what, there's only one way you can run a lawnmower through there, but that's rare. Almost every time we can change direction so you don't develop those ruts. The next thing that we do that we feel we go above and beyond everybody else in the industry is training. We are out there training every single day with our guys. Believe it or not, mowing a yard is not what it used to be. Our guys have to be trained, they have to be educated, they have to know exactly what and when to cut a yard. We train our guys so that way if your yard is too wet, they are going to try to walk around the yard and just see if it is too wet to mow, because the last thing we want to do is rut up your yard. We rut it up one time, and for a very long time in the future, your yard has got these giant ruts, it's got these mud holes, and it just gets worse and worse every week. The other thing that we do, whenever we're cutting yard under 10,000 square feet, we only use small lawnmowers. So we have a 21 and a 30 inch. They're just regular little walk behind push mowers. They do great. They cut excellent, better than any other mower out the industry. We've tried and we've tested a lot of different mowers. We really feel that these give us the best cut for the value. So some of the other little minor details that might concern you just a little bit are the fact that we're insured. And I know we say that and everybody says that, blah, 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 blah. Well, insurance, what does that mean? Do you have truck insurance? Do you have actually total insurance on your company? Do you have workers' comp insurance? Believe it or not, there's lots of different things that leave you open as a customer, as a homeowner, that if somebody gets hurt on your property, they cannot go back to you. Did you know that an employee cannot sue his boss? So let's say that one of my employees gets hurt. Maybe it's my fault. If he gets hurt on my property and he can't sue me, who's he going to go after? He's going to go after you, the homeowner, because that's his only option left. All of our guys are fully covered by workers' comp insurance. you will be protected. Our guys are protected because they are very important to us. Our team is extremely important to us. We pay them well, we pay them fair, we pay them with overtime. Believe it or not, after 40 hours, our guys are making time and a half, and they're working. If we're behind because of the rain, it doesn't matter. We are going to get your yard done no matter what it takes. More and more on the training. Our guys are trained to where when they're weed eating the yard, edging the yard, they are trained to weed eat and edge away from the yard. The line only spins in one direction, and so when it's spinning, it's flinging everything. And normally, it's not the areas that we see that are an issue. So we have an area that's got some gravel in it. We know to stay away from there. The problem is that throughout the week, gravel gets kicked out or whatnot throughout the yard, and all of a sudden there's a little tiny rock that my guys didn't see, and boom, that thing gets shot off like a rocket. We train our guys so that way when that thing does get shot off like a rocket, it's not shooting off like a rocket towards your house. So your house will be protected. We mow thousands of yards a year, and we actually only break on average of 2 windows per year, which I know we would all love for it to be a zero possibility, but it does happen. If and when that happens, you are protected. We are fully insured to where if there's any damage to your house, we take care of it. If not, we take care of it with our own personal money. We want to make sure that you are completely satisfied. There's no reason that your house should be, or you should be responsible for what we do. Communication, more on communication. So let's say that we just had 2 weeks of rain, and you know what? I know your grass is high, but you're thinking, man, I really don't want to mow the yard. I don't have time to check with my clients. Just let us know if there's little particularities like that. Say, hey, when it's just finished raining for 2 weeks, please don't come mow my yard, or you need to weed eat the entire backyard. Things like that, just let us know ahead of time. We will work with you. We'll make sure that your lawn is taken care of, especially when it's wet. Like we've had just an incredibly wet year in 2016. So our office actually communicates ahead of time. We send out a blanket email to all of our clients. If it's been mowing too much, we ask you, do you even want your yard mowed, or are you good with us skipping this week, even though it is a little bit taller?